Welcome to yoga. You won't need anything for today's video, but here are some optional props that I recommend. So pause the video here to grab your thing. Otherwise, be ready. Let's begin. Meet me in an extended child's pose. Big toes together behind you. Sit your hips back. Walk your hands forward. Rest your forehead down onto your mat or on stacked fist. And feel your breath as it creates space in your lower back. The secret to strength is the ability to hold yourself up when gravity is pulling you down. And it doesn't matter if you modified or made it easier or you took a break, you showed up and you held yourself up even as gravity pulled you down. So take a big breath in, big breath out, and continue to breathe in and out through your nose and rise up into a tabletop on your hands and knees. And set it up. Knees directly underneath your hips, yogi hands directly underneath your shoulders. Firm up your core by pulling your navel in and hold it there. Then straighten your right leg back behind you. Leg in line with your spine, drive back through your heel, and add on by reaching your left arm straight ahead of you. Keep your core firm in between. Breath is calm. 3, 2, 1. Lower back down into your tabletop. And switch sides. Extend your left heel straight back behind you, leg in line with your spine. Keep your navel pulling in, and add on by straightening your right arm out in front of you. And hold. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Come back to tabletop. Now walk your hands forward 1 hand's distance and curl your toes under behind you and keep your knees bent as you lift your hips up towards the ceiling for downward facing dog. And to make this down dog a little bit more accessible, take your feet wider towards the edges of your mat. And with a soft bend in your knees, you can work on tilting your tailbone up to the ceiling and pressing your chest towards your thighs. This is intense the first couple of times you practice it, so don't forget to breathe. Then slowly walk your feet in towards the center of your mat. Walk your hands back and find a forward fold with a generous bend in your knees, so that you can hinge from your hips and fold down towards your mat. You might find a couple of blocks here underneath your hands are very helpful to help support the weight of your upper body. But if you use blocks or not, I really want you to focus on folding your spine down towards your mat. Relax your neck, head hangs heavy. And if you want to add on here, you can add ragdoll arms by crossing your arms, hands at your elbows, swaying a little bit side to side. And feel your breath travel up and down your spine. Now release your ragdoll arms or move your cross off to the side. And take your hands to your thighs, right above your knees, for a halfway lift. So with your hands on your thighs, push your chest forward, finding a flat back, lifting up halfway. Now, the flat back here means that I want you to get that plank flat back from your hips to your shoulders to the back of your head. So pinch your shoulder blades together behind you, lift the back of your head up, and even with a soft bend in your knees, you'll find that if your hamstrings are tighter, the angle of your flat back is higher. It's not about being parallel to the ground, it's just about finding your flat back. And take a big inhale. Exhale to forward fold. Completely fold down towards the mat. Let your spine round. Now let's set up a chair pose. Keep your feet where they are. Deeply bend your knees, sit back into your hips, and bring your hands together at heart center. Sitting back is if someone's putting a chair in behind you. So you're kind of standing in a half squat. And your glutes, your hips, they're probably feeling it. So stay low in your hips and take a peek down. You should be able to see your toes past your knees. If not, you need to sit a little bit deeper. You're here for 3. Breathe. 2. I know you feel it. 1. Forward fold. Wow, that's got to feel good. To make your folds easier, you can always take your feet a little bit wider. And a generous bend in your knees always helps. Next, let's find that halfway lift again. Slide your hands up your shins, place them on your thighs, then press your heart forward. Pinch your shoulder blades together behind you and press your chin back, pressing the back of your head up. Find the flat back that works for you today, knowing that it might not be perfect. That's okay. We call it the yoga practice. Take a big inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Then plant your hands down on your mat and step your feet back into a tabletop on your hands and knees. And from your tabletop, come forward into a modified high plank. So a straight line from your knees, through your hips, through your shoulders, through the top of your head. Hold yourself here, firm up your core, take a big inhale. Then exhale to lower your plank down towards the mat, bending your elbows and pausing your elbows touch your ribs, then lower down the rest of the way onto your belly, setting up your low cobra. Zip your legs and feet together to touch, top of your feet press down into your mat, with your hands underneath your shoulders, pinch your elbows together behind you, and peel your chest above the mat using the muscles in your back. So see if you can just prop your hands up on spider hands, just on your fingertips. So you're not using the muscles in your arms for this low cobra. Instead, you're using your back. Feel yourself bob with your breath. 3, 2, 1. Release down to your mat. Then take your time as you press into your hands, lifting up into your tabletop, then back into an extended child's pose with your knees wide, shins like a V, big toes coming together behind you. Sit your hips back towards your heels. Walk your hands forward and rest your forehead down onto your mat. And completely relax. Deepen your breath. In and out through your nose. That was hard. Definitely outside of your comfort zone, I'm sure. It was meant to be hard. And it was meant to be outside of your comfort zone because it's through the discomfort that you grow. It's through the challenge that you find your strength. Take a big breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And slowly rise. Find any comfortable seated position that serves you so you can sit up tall with your eyes closed and bring your hands together at heart center. There is a place inside of you where the entire universe dwells. This place is of love, light, truth, and peace. When you are in this place in you, and I am in this place in you, we are one. Namaste. Well done. Hot.